Hello. Good morning, campers.
Welcome to another
Today,
campaign. This time,
it's a one-shot
Whoa.
question mark?
Whoa.
yeah, I tried to make a one shot, but as usual, I made it very open-ended. So honestly, we could do this as many times as you guys really want to.
Cool.
Make a house. Make a house.
You guys could literally just be people living in the forest talking to tribespeople.
I really want to do that, honestly.
Um,
I would be constantly stealing from them.
That's good.
bad relations with the tribespeople.
Yes, we start off with
Add a
that.
new bond, hunted by the tribespeople.
Yeah, pretty much what's gonna happen is, well, let's just get started. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
L L
Yep.
L L.
L.
All right, so you guys are new recruits to the Adventurers Guild. Your first mission is to get on a boat and travel to new lands being discovered. As you're upon this boat doing various different jobs, like swabbing or fetching something for one of the more seasoned members
Or lifting things.
for you, yeah, or doing some hard labor. You're all traveling along. It's been a couple weeks so far of boat travel. The people who traveled this way before you, it was a merchant who was paid by a king in order to have him explore and see if he could find new lands, and the merchant was like, "Oh yes, money opportunities." Yeah, so the merchant ended up coming back with probably about a third of his crew than what left.
Yikes.
When he got back, he told of a land that they'd found that has sort of different creatures on it, things that we've never seen on the main on the on the land that we're on. And so he left half of his crew there in order to set up a camp and sort of maintain an area for the merchant's return with more people. So the merchant hired the guild, and the guild brought you guys along, mostly as to be assistants and laborers, seeing as how you are new members. Anyway, as you're on the boat doing your things, go ahead and make me a perception check. Everybody?
Alright. Ooh, I've got bad perception.
Zacharias' face is currently right in a big
Wait,
freaking
what?
barrel that he's carrying around.
Who's Zachariah?
In
Sorry.
the top
Wait,
right
what?
of your character sheet, David, you can click on the gear. It's right next to the spells tab. You can
Oh.
change advantage to toggle, and then you can turn it on and off at will.
Where is it? Oh, always roll advantage.
Yeah, change that to toggle.
Advantage toggle. Oh! Okay, let me try it again. Unless you just want to take that first roll.
No, yeah, you can take the 18.
Yeah.
So
I like
during-
ET.
Yeah, during the travel, both Glim and David were paying attention. It kind of makes sense.
Oops.
You guys know that the camp, or that you guys are going to an island. It is a very large island, and the camp is located in the northern section of it. And you know that's where you're going.
Cool.
Along your way there, it's a very stormy day, very dark. You see lightning flash in the distance, thunder sounds, and your ears are then greeted with a sound that is not quite thunder, but a monstrous roar. And all of a sudden, something hits your boat.
Guys, maybe we shouldn't make a boat.
The whole
Sounds
boat
like
shudders. You can hear things crack. People start yelling, running to their different stations, grabbing ropes, grabbing weapons, getting ready to try and fight off whatever this creature is. When you guys would look over and see a large claw come out of the water and swipe
Ew.
down onto the boat.
What kind of claw are we talking? Is that like a scaled claw? Or
Large,
like
scaled, webbed claw.
Ooh.
webbed.
And smashes the boat, and you guys are out. When you next come to, you're on a beach. It's a sunny day. Seems to be morning. And when you look up, there's debris around. And the only other creatures you see nearby are each other.
Should we describe our characters now?
Yeah, character descriptions starting with Zacharias.
Zacharias is obviously the most easy to determine because he's already starting to stand up and striking a very dramatic pose amongst the wreckage. He has very long golden hair that's blowing slightly in the breeze, but not really because it's super damp and wet. And his body is just covered in muscles that you can see. The rest of it is under some ring armor. He has a shield on his back, a sword in his hand, and he's currently gathering up the most random things from the wreckage.
All right.
Beautiful.
David, what was your character's name again? Ander?
Ander Goodbarrel is a hobbit of about 2'11", and he has, let's see here, what did I put down? He has brown hair, blue eyes, and he's very small. he's only like 34 years old, but he's got like a big white brim hat and blue scarf, and he loves to flaunt his green coat, and he's got some cool gloves. He has a lot of he doesn't have them right now, but he usually has patches around his waist, and he has so he doesn't have shoes because he has shoe wraps. Helps with his footing, because he's a thief. But stuff like that. He's cool.
So something I did forget to mention. Halflings in this world are often extremely racist. One of the first things they did when their race was created was section off a piece of land to be theirs and built a wall around their entire kingdom.
Oh, it's this world.
Yeah, it's this world.
Oh, okay, that sounds cool. I didn't know that.
So to see one outside of that wall is actually extremely rare.
So I probably would have recognized him immediately because I probably saw him earlier on the ship too, right?
Yeah, there wouldn't have been really any other halflings on the boat.
Cool. Yeah. He also gives everyone deep glares as soon as he sees that. Who the other two are.
Yeah, are you as racist as the other halflings?
Well, I'll leave that up to the role play.
All right. Next is Glim.
Glim is a 3-foot dwarf with a white beard that trails off into
You're a dwarf?
I'm sorry, a gnome.
Okay.
You carried
I'm
away
too used to playing dwarves.
just all around me. You can escape.
They're everywhere.
No, but I'm sorry, he's a gnome. And he does sport the red gnome cap. But his white beard does go and braid off into 2 different parts. But he does have a robe and common clothes and boots. But he's a worn old looking gnome who's seen some battle.
Whoa.
All right.
He's happy to help whoever needs help.
So what are you doing as you wake up? You see this large human man, I believe?
Human kid. He's like 19.
He's still large as heck, though.
He's a big kid, yeah.
Yeah,
He's real tall.
very large human and a halfling glaring.
You see 2 polar opposites.
There's someone. Is there someone hovering above me?
You woke up on different areas, like slightly, like, slightly apart. You wouldn't be completely together. You just see each other.
Okay.
Hail! Zacharias calls to no one in particular
As he picks up a ladder.
as he picks up a ladder and puts it over his shoulders.
Sit up and stand.
We must build a shelter. What commander does not have a place of command after all, he says.
Do you know where we are?
Commander?
Zacharias looks around and says, yes, we're obviously on an island.
Oh, I'm sorry, Commander. Didn't mean to not know what you were.
Yes! He continues picking things up.
Can I
You
a
do
perception
that.
check?
I'll just, he pulls out a whetstone and just starts sharpening his sword while he keeps glaring at the human.
What are you making a perception check for? What are you looking?
I want to see what's on the island.
All right, go ahead and make me a perception check.
There's sand in my eyes.
There's a lot of
Saltwater.
love sand.
It hurts.
You can see that the island, as soon as you get past the beach, turns into a fairly thick forest.
Mm. So what kind of forestry is it?
Like a grassland forest.
Okay.
There are mountains in the distance. You can see that as well.
What color are the
Whoa.
mountains?
Brown and green.
They're nice.
Zacharias finds a big bag and is shoving tons of stuff in it. There's like rope hanging out and a 10-foot ladder poking out the top when he puts it on.
Hmm. Well,
Andrew looks away at the ocean and kind of examines the shipwreck.
me
I
a
go to
perception.
Andrew.
Sorry,
What?
give me a perception real quick, Andrew, and then you can continue your roleplay.
Reception.
Okay.
Wow, I done goofed.
Yeah, you see a lot of wood floating around in the ocean right now.
Zacharias stands up with hefting the bag over his shoulder and will take a deep breath, breathing in the salty air and looking around. Does he
Looking
see
around, give me a
anything?
perception.
Yay.
Cool. Yeah.
You see the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Beautiful.
You don't see much different.
We will claim this land, my friends.
Friends? Ha! I'm really unfortunate enough to be with you. What happened to the rest of the people anyway?
How tall is Andrew?
He's 2'11".
I'm 3'5".
You're actually a pretty big gnome then.
That's a real tall gnome.
He's
Well,
a
that
pretty
actually-
short.
That makes you a tall gnome, and that makes you kind of a short halfling, because I think halflings are on average 3.5-ish, right?
I was gonna say they're not 5 feet.
I'm a short halfling, yeah.
You're just a short halfling, and you're a really tall gnome.
Yep.
I'm just a big
Makes
guy.
me stealthier.
Sorry, continue.
What did I say? I don't remember.
You said what happened to
Sorry.
the rest of the crew.
Oh, yeah.
They are probably washed away.
But we didn't. We're the chosen ones.
Chosen ones.
Chosen for what?
To survive, obviously.
Where?
That's
Why? Why would I want to survive with you?
It's,
I mean-
if you don't survive, you'll die.
If you'd like to die, you can go. Me and you.
Oh, I can
No,
survive
what's your
quite
name?
well on my own. I don't need a human's help.
Aren't they also raceless to gnomes?
Who
What?
says I'm a human?
Aren't most halflings racist like every other race?
Yeah, halflings are racist. They would be probably less racist to gnomes because they're mostly racist to tall people.
Not fair.
That was the whole thing, was because part of the halfling religion is the gods made fun of the halfling god for being short. So that's why they're racist. So they probably wouldn't hate gnomes as much.
fair. But Zacharias
He
will
is still
turn to
taller
Grim
than
and
me,
say,
though.
You there, gnome. What's your name?
Spitting out sand. My name is Glim.
My name is Zacharias Lupton III, and I will guide you to glory.
As you two are conversing with
Anders
each other,
laughing.
and Anders just kind of looking at them, doing whatever he's doing, you hear a sort of disturbance in the water as something sounds like it's rising out of it. As you go to
Oh.
turn around, a large, scaly neck comes down and bites Ander.
Whoa, how large is large?
Ow.
Large. It is a large beast. And it's got a
Like,
really
is-
long neck.
Is it like how big would the head be, would you say?
It's a
The head would
basilisk.
probably be the size of Glim.
Oh,
Oh,
So it comes down and it bites Ander for 10 damage.
I'm half dead.
Roll initiative.
Zacharias will. Okay, yeah, initiative would be best. Oh,
Oh,
I didn't click my token.
I guess I should do that too.
Rolled really good on its stealth check, by the way.
Add me to the thing for 22.
Oh yeah, I'll add you to the...
Oh,
Go ahead and change the number.
does Glem get to go first since he has a bonus?
Ooh, it's the dinosaur.
Oh, like advantage because he's just right next to me.
It's the water one.
Oh. I think the best way to get away from this is just to run away.
It's a Brachiosaurus.
No, it's the water one.
It's a Plesiosaurus.
Yeah.
It's a
that-
mastodon.
We're doing theater of the mind here. No need to
Okay,
make
Benny,
character
Could you
Sure.
maybe also give me initiative order?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm in its mouth.
Oh, there's 7.999, so Brody can go first.
It took a bite out of you. It did not grab you, however.
Oh, okay. I'm next to it.
It is Anders' turn.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's a beach. I like beaches.
If you
Cool.
want to be accurate, it would probably be like this.
Ah, okay. Where are the trees?
The trees would be way up here.
You pinged where you're displaying. Oh, there we are.
Pretty much, you guys would be talking like this. All right, we're gonna do this. This is now the fight. No longer theater of the mind. There we go.
Okay, cool.
Hooray! Like visuals. Alright. Ender, first thing he's gonna do is take a good look at this and then just disengage as a bonus action.
There's the
I
tree
think.
line.
Right? Because I can do that.
Wait, hold on. The tree line would be a little higher. There you go.
This
Just-
doesn't look like what could have been the webbed claw, right?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
this is much smaller.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm going to bonus action, disengage, and then run to my max, 25 feet.
Okay. Oh, I should also let you know this sort of like you're like sort of on a small peninsula sort of thing, so the beach ends about there.
Oh,
Mm.
great!
So this way is the tree line?
Yeah.
Okay.
The green is where the tree line would like start.
Okay, yeah, I'm still gonna go right there to the middle. I'm gonna pull out my longbow, and I'm gonna shoot at him.
All right. Yeah, because you have a bonus. You used your bonus action. Make it.
Yeah.
Can I, like, as an out of turn action, attempt to goad this creature to attack me instead of him?
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. So you hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 6.
Beautiful.
Actually, you would not be able to, Josh.
Okay.
the very beginning of combat, you're sort of in a, you're like, oh, where'd this thing come from?
Oh, I see.
So its turn. It's gonna move forward.
Wonder how far I can come out of water.
Trying to remember what is the Plesioth's thing. Goes for the okay. It's gonna try and grapple Glim.
What?
Great.
Make me
What do
a
you want?
athletics or acrobatics, depending on if you want to try and muscle away from it or if you're trying to just slip out of its reach.
Okay. Okay, but athletics to muscle away.
Try and muscle a dinosaur. Good luck.
That sucked.
Ooh.
Yeah, you did not beat it. So it's grabbed you and is now going to start moving off. Taking you with it.
Yay!
It would make it a little bit farther than that. I need to
How deep are they at about now? Like, how deep is this water here?
looking at it, you notice that it drops off actually quite quickly, which would explain why this creature could get as far as it did.
Great.
No,
Hold on.
I need my turn.
These need to be locked down.
Okay.
Hmm?
What?
Sorry, I'm just doing... Made this slightly more complicated than I wanted it to be.
If you want to erase everything, we can totally do that.
No, I'm moving it so that I can actually get these guys sort of how I want them. Stop clicking on things. All right. Did everything move for you guys? Just
Yes.
okay. So you are now out here with the creature. You notice the water line drops off right there.
Wow.
Blood would be technically right there.
Is he just dead? Fine, well, there's no one you.
Hello.
That's its turn.
Goodbye.
5
Glim.
minutes.
You're being dragged out to sea.
I'm gonna.
You can try and
Hit this-
break 3 of the grapple, or you can try and attack it with disadvantage.
I'll take. Can I go for a raged attack?
Reckless?
Are you
Yeah.
a barbarian gnome?
Yes.
That's adorable.
A reckless would make you roll with a regular, because advantage and disadvantage would cancel each other out.
Oh, okay. Well, could I just do that then?
Yep, go ahead. Roll a regular attack. That does not hit. You try to swing your mace at it, but the water's ripping your arm away.
Ugh.
Anything else? I guess you can't do anything else, because that was your action.
Yeah, I think it was a.
Zacharias.
What penalties are imposed when fighting in water?
Disadvantage if you don't have a swimming speed.
Cool. Would flanking be a thing?
It would if you can get behind it.
Fair. Well, being in character, Zacharias pulls out his sword and his shield and roars and charges into the water. He's going to try to
Amazing.
leap over to hopefully get into a place where he can reach it.
Give me athletics for jumping.
I'm sorry, I'll be right.
Hook.
We get some bad rolls tonight.
You don't get very far, but the rest of your movement could probably get about there.
Okay. I get here, I draw my sword, and I say, "You you beast!" Because he's trying to swim while with a shield and a sword.
And in
Attack his
heavy
neck.
armor. Yeah.
And in
Got
heavy
it.
armor.
Oh
So
yeah, I need
disadvantage?
another athletics real quick, so let's see how well you can swim.
Oh, yeah. Disadvantage?
Yes, because you're in heavy plate. 9. All right, so you're not
Great.
doing well, but you can swing.
That's yeah. Okay, I'm just. I'll slay you.
Another fail, and you'll start drowning.
Okay, so double disadvantage attack.
Yeah, go ahead and
Right.
make a disadvantage attack.
The other one was a crit. No.
Did you get a 1 and a 20? You know what?
Yes.
You don't get anything bad happen to you. You just missed.
Okay, good. Thank you. He's just flailing around in the water trying to hit this beast.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Ander?
I'm going to pull out my hemp rope and how fast can I make a lasso?
It's a good question. Give me a sleight of hand to see how quickly
Sleight
you can
of
drive.
hand?
Yeah. How quickly you can move your fingers to not a thing?
That seems fair.
It would take your bonus and your item manipulation. You still have your movement and your action.
Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so I make a lasso, and I try to lasso the head of the dinosaur
Dex
and
check.
pull it.
Dex check followed by a
Dex
strength.
check.
Yep.
Followed by
Alright.
strength.
Not a saving throw, right?
Can I
Wait,
insist with that?
It would not be a
Let me-
save.
let me-
No, you can't assist.
Let me do a dex check then.
Well, it would be a 13. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
He's gonna counter with his own strength check.
Uh,
He rolled worse.
yes!
He rolled a 12.
Lasso the beast. Pull him closer.
You're pulling this dinosaur back to land.
Aha!
How far does he pull it? Can I flank?
He hasn't moved it yet,
Ah.
but he can start pulling it next turn if he wants.
Dang.
Dinosaur's turn.
The
Oh,
dinosaur, it lets go of Glim, and it's gonna try and break the rope.
Oh,
Oh, I'm getting ready for Andrew to be thrown into the water.
Can I attempt to hold on to the dinosaur's neck before he drops me?
Sure, give me a dex check. That'll be your reaction.
Okay.
Okay. This does not go quite how I expected it to go, but it's pretty good. I like it.
I'll have to ask you how you expected it to go later, because I don't even know.
To be honest, I don't even really know. I just kind of made the encounter. Oh, anyway, yeah, that's your dex check. Sure, you're holding on to the dinosaur.
Yay.
I guess technically at this point you don't have your shield out either, right? So you don't get your shield bonus to your AC.
Oh, do I not? I have my shield out.
You did. You said you've got it out. I'm saying
Yeah,
it
cool.
doesn't.
oh, you
Okay.
know how you're floating right now. You probably.
You don't even have a weapon drawn. Or yeah, you did. You drew it last turn. All right. Sorry. So yeah, it's trying to break the rope. Give me a strength check, Andrew.
Oh.
Did not beat it. However, 7. It just breaks the rope.
Snap.
Just go ahead and just take like 10 feet off.
10 feet. Oh, no.
That's its
a
turn
40
though.
foot rope.
It's not gonna move anywhere.
Yes.
Glim.
Since I used my reaction, can I use my movement to go and try to climb on top of the dinosaur?
No, yeah, you got your reaction returns on your turn. It's fine.
Okay.
Plus, you can't really use your reaction on your turn anyway. That's what a reaction is.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
you can try and climb the dinosaur. That would be your. I mean, you could do it as a climb check. That would make sense. So go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
You're trying to climb something really wet and with no handholds either. So give me one more roll, and I'll count it as disadvantage.
No.
Could he possibly use his sword to be a
He has a
focal
mace.
point?
You have a mace.
Oh, if you had a dagger, that would have been perfect. Stab it.
Oh,
Oh.
get a daggers. You want to stab it with a dagger?
Make me one more athletics, please.
Yes, I'm sorry. I accidentally hit close window on my setting to enable 3D dice,
Perfect.
and I mean I'm back in right now. But here's my athletics.
You
Ooh.
climb old Nessie just fine.
Oof. Okay. Now that I've climbed Nessie, would I be able to go? And
Here, you're on top of Nessie.
great. I'm gonna swing my mace at the dinosaur's shoulder.
Going for the shoulders. Go ahead.
For the shoulder.
Is he gonna strike first blood?
No, I already got first blood with my bow.
He did. He shot it with a bow.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that.
This is
Go
my
ahead and roll
first
damage.
turn.
Oh, sweet.
Now he's taking 12.
6 damage. Wait, how much damage did you take from yours? I didn't mark it.
6.
So 12 total, yeah. The beast roars in frustration. Zacharias.
Seeing him do some cool stuff by being on top of the beast, I'm gonna try to swim over here and get onto his back and just start like stabbing into it.
All right, give me a climb check with disadvantage.
All right. Ugh. And I'm also using my sword to try to like stab into him and climb up.
If you want to use an attack, your action for that, you can do an attack while you're a disadvantage attack.
Okay.
All right. So with that attack, go ahead and roll damage. Nice. Minus 10. So you do decent damage. You're climbing up. You're using your sword. You're able to make it onto his back.
I command thee, beast!
This poor dino was like, I want a free meal. Nope!
All of a sudden, his meal's all over him.
I just wanted to eat. Ander,
Oh, it's my turn again.
it is your turn. You're sitting on the beach with a 40-foot rope.
I
Well-
am a Stegosaurus.
I'm gonna yell at you guys. You're crazy! What are you doing? And then I guess, like, I'll pull a short bow again and shoot at it.
All right, give us a roll.
Considering it's a large beast, it shouldn't hit any of my fellow
yeah.
buddies.
No
Yeah.
penalties. You're fine. Go ahead and roll damage. 4 damage. A nice glancing blow.
Nice.
All right,
I cut it.
the beast's turn. The beast starts diving. Do you guys let go, or are you trying to hold on?
Can I attempt to run up and towards the beach and jump off where I can?
It would go head first.
Go head
Zacharias
first.
holds his breath.
Oh, there's nothing to grab onto.
Oh my gosh.
You're
I'm gonna
grabbing
try to
on.
run up the back and then jump off it.
You're gonna run up the back. You're gonna go
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go that way and then jump off where I can.
So you're just going off this direction.
No, so
What the heck?
All right,
I'll
let me
run
know
to
what
the
you're trying to
back.
do.
So I'll run here, and then as soon as the dinosaur, after going like head up, its tail's gonna go up too. I'm gonna
Yep.
jump off at that point towards the beach. Then I'm gonna
Oh,
start swimming that way.
You're trying to get whipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny, he's probably light enough to do it.
Yeah, give us a acrobatics. This has to be an acrobatics.
Yay.
Boom, you're there.
Choo.
Zacharias
Zacharias
held his
watches-
breath.
Yeah, he looks over, smiles, gives a thumbs up, and tries his best to hold on. Still his sword inside the beast.
That's probably more than you should have been able to do as well, so I'm gonna say that took your movement or something on your next turn.
Nice.
But you can use your action to do a dash and technically move again if you wanted to.
Okay.
So Zacharias, you're going down, you're going down, you're going down. Do you still hold on?
Does this provoke?
No, you're holding on.
How far deep does this go right here?
It can go down 40 feet at a time.
No, like, how deep is the water right here?
It is a supreme. As I said, it is a very big drop off.
In that case, I'm gonna let go.
So about
That's
20
about
My
feet.
sword.
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna say about
assume.
20 feet. Yeah.
You should pull your sword out first.
Well, duh.
Realistically, it'd probably start moving in this direction as well as it did that. As
Just
it dove.
leaving.
Let's be over here.
So yeah, you're okay. Yeah, that works.
Who?
Yeah, it's just leaving. If nobody wants to do anything else, it's 40 feet underwater.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do.
All right, yeah.
I'm
Glim,
not
you
just
can
go after dinosaurs.
just give me a swim check. Make sure you make it back to shore.
Wait, did you skip my turn? Oh no, it wasn't my turn. Never mind.
Athletics?
That works. Yeah. Athletics is the only one for swimming. Yeah. Yeah, you're on shore. Zacharias, you're like 20 feet below the water.
I'm going to power swim.
And oops. You're having trouble, but you're getting there. You're going up first, so you can start breathing.
Yeah, of course.
Uh,
Do I reach the surface?
No, not quite.
All right.
It's taking him so long to get up.
Does my extremely buoyant ladder help float me up any faster? I have like lots of wood stuff on me. Is it helping me float?
No. You also have tons
Okay.
of metal. I don't.
Not tons of metal.
Dude, you're wearing ring.
You're
armor.
also trying to swim with a sword and shield in your hand.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Are you guys doing anything while he's trying to swim, or are you
Andrew's
just...
gonna look at Glim like, you want to help him?
Help him with what?
I have a rope.
Oh, that's good. Let's throw it at him.
Here, you do it.
All right. I
It's like
tie a
40.
lasso.
All right, give us a sleight of hand
Should I make another swim?
after they're doing this. It's a decent knot. And
All
give
right,
us a
then
dex check to see how far you throw it out.
Ties a noose.
Yeah.
Starts dragging you back
Whoa.
on. Yeah, so it gets about there.
Yeah, so it's just like, just like a dramatic spin and throw, just like.
Zacharias, go ahead and give us another swim check.
All right.
Oh yeah, you reach the surface. You even start moving towards him a little bit.
Wow.
Andrew looks at Glim. That's pitiful. And he takes his rope back and starts coiling it up.
Are you
I
gonna
bet you
throw it
can
now?
throw it.
No, he's not gonna throw it. He's just gonna coil it up and put it away.
You don't want to save him in case he drowns.
I'm
He's
fine.
fine. He's swimming.
Well, that's good.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You're actually getting really good rolls. 14, it says. Boop.
I'm just gonna start walking away.
Watch this man grunt as he swims through the ocean.
Trying to fix my wound.
a big ladder poking up from behind him.
You're using your shield as like a fin as well.
Yeah.
Like a kickboard or something.
Yeah. Go ahead
Alright, one
and
more
roll
time.
again. You can stand.
He stands up and flexes his muscles.
Aren't you
I have
at least
slain the beast, he
tired?
says.
It hasn't come back up from underwater.
Yes, for its sake, as dead beasts do.
It wasn't
I'd
dead.
roll a deception, but he legitimately believes he killed it.
Yeah, 40 feet
No.
below the water. I think you guys could probably still kind of see it swim away.
He
That's why Andrew's not believing him right
so
now.
He doesn't know.
Give him a pat on the back and just go and walk away.
Now,
Andrew's not
back
letting
to
him
survival.
go.
I guess shelter would be the best thing to do at this moment.
Slay the
Yes.
beast while I'm so very alive.
What are you garbling about?
None of your beeswax gnome.
And then I guess we're gonna depart into the
Silence.
woods.
You head into the woods.
Ooh, and you find a greenhouse. I'm just joking, sorry.
How cute.
Our home's here.
Look, it's
Amazing.
home.
I can't
good
get rid
to
of 2 of these lines.
I'll build a chest. I'll collect 8 wood so I can make a chest.
You'll never find it here. Look at it. The place is barren.
As we start going through, I'm gonna start looking for a clearing.
All right, Brody. You are the You are a cartographer in nature, or whatever. You get a look at the map.
Pretty sure it's wet now, but you know, you can still look at it.
The map is black.
He's
Much like
making
my
like a
vision.
mental map in his head.
Oh.
Do you see this, Brody?
I see a ping.
But you don't. Oh, it's because I said it to Zacharis, not Glim. There we go.
Wondering where that's going.
Whoa.
All right, you see the map?
Yeah.
There you go. There's the peninsula thing you're on. I know it's kind of blurry.
No, it's okay.
And you know the camp was in the north side of the island. If you're on the right island, of course.
Hmm.
And you also know that right now, you're all the way down here on the south side.
Yep.
Where are you headed?
I presume north.
You're just gonna go straight north?
Probably not straight north, but I would say go along the lines of the coast for a minute to find a river, and then we can walk up it.
You're gonna find a river in the west direction or the east direction?
Oh, what time of day is it?
Morning.
Yeah, what time is it?
Morning.
Morning.
Perfect.
Yes, west.
West. So you guys, Glim takes you along the beach, as long as you guys are going. Is anybody arguing with Glim about going along the
No.
beach? All right.
Zacharias is walking right beside him, wanting to lead, but not confident enough to lead.
Andrew's only following because he's got no other option at the moment.
So when you get here, you do see there is a river that leads off into the place and goes off in this direction.
Okay. We shall follow it northwest then.
All right, you follow the river northwest. Let me start to roll.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whoa, 98.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to see any of that, but oh well, doesn't really matter.
But you two should enable 3D Dice Roller.
96 with a 2 is...
Mine is enabled.
Go to your gear setting, top right.
It is enabled.
I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm like, an ancient red dragon,
Hello.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the wrong wrong page. Yes, so you guys are walking along the river and nothing seems to happen for a while as you're getting further in. And then, Brody, you start to reach a slightly larger body of water here.
Hmm.
You just gonna keep following it?
Yes, up west.
West?
Well,
West or north?
what does it look like going this way?
Forests, and there are some mountains off in this direction. Up here, there would also be some mountains, but not as many. This direction doesn't have any mountains.
You shouldn't stray too far.
Well, that's actually not a bad idea. In fact, we...
Ooh, I think we should stray. Let's go that way.
I think he
Wait,
just said that was a bad idea.
Bad
Exactly,
idea.
you'll probably
I heard
die.
Good idea. Let's go that way. It sounds like a good idea to me.
I trust the gnome.
Gnomes can't be trusted. You kidding? Let's go this way.
Why?
That's racist.
No.
First of
Yes!
You're racist.
all, which way is the gnome suggesting?
He's suggesting we find a place to stop, right?
That we stay here and make a camp
Yeah.
At about noon?
at about noon.
I mean,
We'll make
start
this a
making
meet point and
shelter.
then start going further into the forest that way and see what we can scavenge for wood and tree or even a place to lay camp.
I mean, you're in the middle of a forest.
Is there a clearing at all?
Oh, also, you'd have to cross the river to go west. Now that I look at it.
Hmm.
Sorry, what were you saying? You wanted a clearing?
Yeah, is there a clearing of some sort?
You could find a clearing pretty easily if you looked.
Hmm. Um. Okay, then I'm gonna build a house.
You're gonna
I
build.
don't have.
Ooh.
You know, building like a wooden house can take weeks, right?
Yes.
We're not building like an entire house. We're building like, at least for now, we're just putting like logs
Shelter.
over. When you see a shelter.
So like a lean-to sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you find a clearing, and you start making some sort of camp.
Andrew's not participating. He doesn't care if they have a lean-to or not.
How
Doesn't look
close?
like it's gonna rain.
Yeah, how close are you doing this to the lake?
Not super close,
Okay.
but within a medium distance between that and the beach. Maybe even further west if that's a possibility.
You can cross the river and go west if you want. Hold on,
Oh,
let me
we'd
take
have
you
to
back
cross
to the map.
river. Oh, I didn't. Okay, then we would want to go up north then instead of northwest. I didn't know we had to cross the river.
So where exactly are you heading? Because can you see that this right here is the lake?
I can tell that's the. So we want to go up and around.
Where are you planning on stopping? Like,
Here-ish. So I don't think that's super close to the lake from what it looks like to me.
no, yeah, that's like 5 miles or so.
So
Alright.
if we needed to go fish, we can, but I don't want to be next to it if there's a liquid creature inside of it.
That's true. You notice that this part of the lake here, honestly, wasn't huge, but it got bigger as it goes further in.
Ooh, it's long. Okay.
It's a long lake. All right, so now I'll take you back to the drawing page. All right, so yeah, you guys find a clearing.
Hip hip hooray.
What are you guys doing in this clearing? You start building something.
Just our lean.
I'm gonna let's see. I'm going to see if I can find a place where there's like some good trees nearby and just kind of like laying wood around it to like make a wall.
Andrew looks in his sack, his backpack, and he has a saw.
Should I athletics as I try my best to haul fallen logs and whatnot around?
You have a carry weight of 540 pounds.
Yes.
You're good.
Well, no, I just want to see how quickly I can work mostly.
I'd rather have an intelligence to see how well you build the wall.
Well, I'm assuming someone's instructing me.
If
Now,
somebody
what
else
if he
is instructing
supplies
you,
and
they
I-
need to
and
roll
I build?
intelligence. What?
So what if he supplies and I build?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be the hand, he'll be the brain.
So go ahead and give me an intelligence to see how well this is built.
Ooh.
Yeah, you build a pretty sturdy lean-to-esque shelter. Honestly, this will take a couple days to completely finish.
Do you know what I was imagining?
Are you
Looking at
imagining a basic
lean-tos?
lean-to like this? And
Yes.
and the people
Where-
just sleep here?
Where
Yeah,
am I
we just sleep
looking?
under it.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah, then it has a long like leaf bed on the top.
I guess for some reason I thought I was imagining that it was one of the building lean-tos that they sometimes put like zoo animals in,
No,
Oh,
like this. Joop.
no, not quite.
no.
Okay, so if you're doing a basic lean-to, then yeah, you can easily make a couple of those for the rest of the day.
We make 2.
Can we make 2 big ones?
One for Glim and one for Zacharias.
Sure, you can make 2 big ones. Do you not make one for Ender at all then?
He's not helping, so Zacharias doesn't feel the need.
Did Ender hand over the saw at all, or is he?
No, he was playing with it and just like, ooh, look at this cool thing I have. But he
Yeah.
never gave it to them.
Do you have a bow?
He does have a bow.
Are you playing your saw?
What?
Violin.
Yeah, if you have a violin bow, you can play the
Oh.
saw. It can make that really creepy whistling noise.
Yeah.
No, he's not doing that.
Mm.
Right now, Zacharias' method of gathering wood has been finding it on the ground or pushing dead trees over.
Now looking in my memory map, do I recognize this island layout at all?
No,
Make a
you
history
never
check.
actually would have seen a map because they didn't have one of the island.
Dang, so we're just assuming that this is the island we were supposed to go to. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can do for right now.
Hmm.
Cool.
Well, I feel like Anders gonna be all fine by himself. Don't you, Zacharias?
He did say he didn't want to sleep in any sort of shelter, so it's what he prefers.
Oh,
Sorry, Ander, you can go ahead and roll hit dice as if you took a short rest because this took a long time.
Yeah.
Did he even get damaged?
Yeah,
Oh, it did.
he took the initial bite.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. He's the only one who took damage.
I sure did.
You just subtracted the health and still added it. Okay. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so close to death.
I'm good, don't worry. Okay.
All right.
He died more by resting.
Go ahead and roll a dice.
Who?
You guys go ahead and roll. What do you call it? Initiative.
Sure.
I guess, is that what you call it?
That's what I would
combat?
call it probably.
All right.
Oh man, I made this map way too big. Let me change this a little bit.
Alright, initiative.
It's huge. I'll make good use of it.
Ha! Ha!
Yeah.
Wow, that sucked. Am I not? Oh yeah, I don't have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Hold on, it's not like nighttime yet, so I'm gonna give you vision just a second.
Oh, cool. Thank goodness. I was like, I'm gonna die.
Fun fact: in dark vision, you cannot see color.
Whoa. That was a fun fact.
All right. Yeah. Let me turn on the sun.
I'm glad there's a sun.
Whoa, this is a big clearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it a little bigger than I wanted it to, but that's fine. I remember why I made it that big, because it wasn't meant for you guys to build a camp. It was meant for something else.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, might as well use this map for it, right?
I'm just doing measurements. Don't mind me.
Measurement.
Measure.
Everyone scan the battlefield. Cheek, 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 cheek. Zacharias puts down his scouter.
Echo Base, this is Echo 7.
Oh, sweet.
That's a bit big. There you go.
Cool.
I'll say we built them next to each other so we can eventually use them in some sort of. Should build them horizontally to each other.
Horizontal?
Yeah, I'll move. So it's then we could later on lay stuff over them. No, sorry, parallel to each other. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So, later on, we could lay stuff across them and make a bigger base.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
If it's not destroyed by dinosaurs.
So you guys, none of you picked up on them.
What?
None of you picked
So-
up on because you guys didn't have a high enough passive perception.
Oh. Locusts eat all our crops.
And everyone was too busy doing
We have so
something
many-
else.
We have so many crops.
then why
No,
do we
that's-
roll initiative? Can we roll perception then?
The clearing is so
Uh,
big because
No, because you use your passive perception unless you're actually actively looking around.
the clearing is so
See.
big because I took all the wood to build their little shelters.
I guess sure, yeah, that's how you want to rationalize it. It was
That's
much
what I'm-
smaller.
Yeah.
Let's throw on
Um.
the GM layer real quick so I can resize them without
G.
people messing about.
G. 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 G.
Freaking heck. I'm playing Slither.io.
G.
One more. All right. So you guys are doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Living the camp life. We got a
Making a
fire and
fire pit.
everything.
For later.
You guys have a fire?
No.
I assume so, because
Right. Not
Zacharias.
A fire pit?
Yeah, there's a fire pit
Yeah.
ready.
Oh.
Smelly one, too.
There you go. Nice smelly fire pit.
Why'd you poop in it? Come on.
So yeah,
I don't
you guys are just hanging out when nice.
Goblins?
Goblin.
Goblins!
Giblinche.
Are goblins unknown to us?
Just a second. 1, 2. Oh goodness, one of them got a hit crit.
What?
Ew.
All right, so Zacharias.
Yes.
All of a sudden, there's an arrow piercing from your chest. 2 arrows piercing from your chest. You take a
Is it-
total.
Is
Oh.
it possible to use my reaction?
No, because you didn't know they were coming.
Okay.
This is a complete sneak attack. You take a total of 14 damage.
Great.
Glim, you take 8 as an arrow comes through your back.
Ow.
Jeez.
Huh, it's not letting me do the thing with the bubbles with my health. How much did I take again? 14?
14.
Ow.
Take shelter!
Yes, all of a sudden, arrows start whizzing from the forest on all sides.
First thing Anna's gonna do is run into this.
Hold on. That was their surprise round.
Yeah.
It's their turn
There was-
again.
Do you want us to roll initiative?
You should have already, did you not?
I didn't see it on screen.
Yours is on
Yeah,
the
it's
Euro
like
screen
not
already.
there.
Okay.
Oh,
just
'cause you
didn't
guys
have
are on
the
a
turn.
different map.
Yeah, you fool.
We're in a forest.
Go ahead and throw your numbers in there.
Glim rolled a 3.
Oh, Ander.
You rolled an 85.
Ander's panicking.
Sorry, I only
You rolled an
rolled.
85.
You rolled a 1.
No, I didn't.
Throw you down there.
Lies.
Ander starts panicking as the
That burp was a
goblins,
shame.
as these arrows come from the forest again.
Phew.
Ah, scary.
In reaction to this,
Don't
can I
hit
whip
us.
out my shield?
Since this was, I was surprised, right? Can I do reactions?
You'll be able to do a reaction after your turn.
Can I attempt to dodge these arrows with my dexterity? I mean, like,
Ander, you take 4 damage from an arrow.
oh,
Glim, you take
so
7.
bad.
Ah.
Is he dead?
I would have been unconscious if I took that.
No, he rolled max for his health, which is great.
Awesome.
I rolled almost max for mine.
Me too.
All right, Zacharis.
Do I see any of the goblins?
Looking
Oh, hey,
in
there
the-
they are.
Looking in the directions that you got shot, an arrow that shot you. There's one over here, and there's one up here.
He takes a moment to look down at his wound and trace back to where it came from and points. You! Let's see, how far away is he? Holy, what the heck?
Oh, this is not accurate, huh?
Yeah, is he really 168 feet away from me?
Probably not. You
It's
know,
gonna take me a
He
good
likely
job
wouldn't
to
have
get
hit me if
there.
he was.
you're probably not 10 feet across, right?
No, actually.
Well, actually,
Would I be able to, like, charge over at him and hit him?
That's still not right.
it's not too bad.
Hold on, still not quite right.
So
All right,
there's
there you go.
three
That's
then?
the
Oh, there's
the
4.
thing should be accurate now.
So, charging... So wait, can their bows really shoot 80 feet?
Yes,
Yeah.
Those be some good bows.
they can shoot past 80 feet with disadvantage. However, the first round they had surprise round, so they had advantage.
So, okay, so just counteracted.
Charge,
Really?
you would have to have a special feat for charging.
Ugh. Ugh.
So you can just move
I'm
60
gonna
feet.
Pull out my sword and my shield. I'm gonna get right in this one's face. You, I say.
You are dead.
Yeah. Looks like you guys can see all of them from where you are. Cool. You say you, the goblin sort of snickers.
I'm charging with my sword raised and my shield up.
Sounds good. Glim.
I do not have the speed for that, so I'm gonna get out my shield and my mace. Start making my way here. Yes.
You're making your way which direction?
There.
Okay. Do you want to use your action for anything?
Can I use dash?
You can dash, you can use the dodge action.
Then can I ready my action for a dodge? For an arrow that
Oh, I
moves
totally
by?
forgot it. Can I retroactively use my second wind?
Sure, yeah. Are you keeping track of your health not on your token?
Me?
It's not letting me.
Oh,
I can't do the bubble thing.
there you go.
Well, now it's 16.
Can you do it now? Looks like it.
I can't. I can edit like the sheet. It doesn't have bars on mine.
You don't
When I
have
click
a-
mine, When I click wide open, I can see the first and third bar.
Oh, for some
first and
reason,
second.
edit is unclicked.
Okay, there we go.
There you
All
go.
right, now I can edit it. Thanks.
All right, Glim. So the dodge action, what that does is anytime somebody tries to attack you until your next turn is they take disadvantage.
Sounds cool.
Plus, anybody shooting from this direction now has to deal with you having cover. However, that only affects one person, because this guy can probably just shoot underneath.
Wait, there's 5 of them?
Yes.
See, now I'm glad that I'm well out of range of them, except for this one over here.
Fight me.
Glim, what are you doing for your action?
Oh, can I just ready an action for arrows that may strike?
Dodge.
You can do that, or you can just take the dodge action, which would account for all arrows trying to strike you instead of just one.
You should do that one.
This is amazing. Then I'm going to change my mind and go under this half part and ready my shield after they release another round of arrow.
So you take cover.
Yes.
All right, cool. So you'll count as having cover, and then I'll... Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Andrew, is this your first turn since you rolled that one?
It was my first turn, so
It
I
was
think
an
it is.
initiative?
Yes. So what
One,
happens to
so...
you...
What?
What happens to you is you start panicking, you start running through the shelter, just like you said, and then you fall over, you're prone. And that will be your turn. Prone's good for ranged attacks, though, so that's good. The goblin's turn.
Kia.
They get to roll a disadvantage now against everyone except Zacharias. Which one's attacking
Aren't
which?
they're out of 80 feet though?
I'm sorry, I'm not. I was looking at... Oh, you're straight up out of range, huh? Okay. This goblin's gonna go hide behind this tree.
No.
Let me roll some dice. This goblin's gonna try and shoot at Brody, who has cover.
Fight me.
Your AC is 15 because you have a shield out, so that does not hit. This one's also going to roll or attack Brody. You have a shield out and you have cover, so that does not hit. This one's going to come around the corner and shoot at Zacharias. That hits. Zacharias,
Great.
you take 9.
Holy crap!
Hold on. You take 7. For some reason, it rolled twice.
Wait, he dealt 16 damage with one arrow?
No, just 7. Just 7.
Oh, okay.
It rolled twice for some reason.
I thought you were saying he rolled 9 and then also 7.
No. And then this guy's going to start running into the forest. And he's going to do this. All right. Zacharias.
I'm gonna move here, see that he's gone, realize, oh, this is dumb. I'm gonna run back to here. Can I dive under the ground?
Yeah, you can dive onto the ground.
I'll dive under the ground.
Okay, you take cover on the ground.
Why don't you just dash to the bungalow?
That's as far as I can dash.
Dashed.
Okay, Glim.
If I can make it. Nope.
This doesn't feel like 60 feet to me.
But I'll take its perspective.
Looking at how wide your token is, I think it's fine. Right?
Huh. Why not? I'm gonna at least get to this tree here.
'Cause you
I'm
guys
just
are all-
glad that we made freaking 10-foot wide shelters.
So you're hiding behind that tree now. Yep.
Yeah, but I want to face that goblin there.
Okay. Do you want to take the dodge action then?
Yes?
Okay. Ander, you're on the ground. You just tripped. What's up?
I'm gonna use half my movement speed to get up, and then I'm gonna go into the shelter right there.
I thought you said you didn't want a shelter, Zachariah shouts.
At this point, I do.
You'll have to help build us one then.
Nah. Don't need 3. Short bow. How close is this dude? He's in range.
What kind of bow do you have?
Short bow. It's good disadvantage range, but
Yeah.
he's in range.
Disadvantage range, but you can. Where else can you shoot? There's that guy, but he has cover. And you can't even see that guy because there's a wall in the way.
Yeah. I'll shoot with the disadvantage.
Roll it.
Booyah.
13 hits.
Ha.
Roll it.
Yeah.
The arrow comes and slams into the goblin's head.
Well, I think
Do
that
you add
hurt.
strength to thrown weapon damage?
Only for javelins.
Pew.
Like,
Yeah,
even if
you're
I
right.
threw a
Kill
rock?
it, guys.
If you threw a rock, it would be dex.
That seems weird to me.
You're weird.
Alright.
You think
Alright.
your intelligence is gonna make you a better thrower? Huh?
My what?
You think your book smarts is better?
No, I'm saying it should be dex for attack, but
Whoa, you think you're better than me?
yes!
Alright, the goblins again. They see that you've killed one, and they start running off into the forest. Shouting, whoop whoop, whoop whoop! Does anyone want to try and give chase? Or you
Zachariah stands up and dusts off his legs. We need to build a wall.
I agree.
Andrew was thinking the same thing. So he's like, yes,
And
We
you're
did
going to
come
help us
back.
this time, he says.
maybe. You
Yes.
convince me.
Well, if you're not going to help them, we're not going to have a wall.
Ah.
Convince you're doing what?
You could even use your saw that you have.
Andrew agrees. He's gonna help you build a wall.
Yay! So now we got 3 people and a saw.
Keep,
Goes and pats you on the
keep the
back.
goblins out. They don't belong in our country.
We're gonna try to build at least like a fence kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna help.
what are you
I mean,
doing with
that-
this guy's corpse? Are you just leaving it there?
Wait, the goblin?
Yeah.
You can eat it.
Oh, well, I killed it, so I'm gonna go loot its body.
So you get over there, and you, halfling probably would never have seen goblins before. Not where you live.
Yeah, he doesn't know what this is. He's like, what the heck?
So you see a little green man, probably about the size of you. His facial features are extraordinarily large and ugly.
Yeah.
His clothes are pretty much non-existent. He's wearing some leaves around his waist and has a bit of paint on his chest and his face. His bow is pretty much useless in anybody's hands, and you're surprised it didn't break while they were using them. And the arrows are nothing more than sharpened sticks.
Wow, they did that much damage to us?
He also had a much larger sharpened stick strapped to his back that you could probably assume he'd use as a spear.
This guy sucks, he thinks to himself. He takes his arrow out of the other guy's head, wipes it on the grass. Puts it back
Halfling,
in
what
his
is your name?
quiver. Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, that is why I asked.
His name's Ander.
Under, may I use your saw?
Yes.
He comes
Yes.
over, politely takes the saw, and we'll start getting some branches in hopes that we can at least make like a fencey kind of thing. So if we get attacked again, we can take shelter in the house, and then we'll know if they're close enough for us to charge out and get them.
It is already getting to be about night, however.
Yeah, Andrew decides he's too tired and he doesn't want to do it right now.
Zacharias will continue working until it's like bedtime.
Okay, so
Uh,
you start a little bit. Glenn, what are you doing?
can you make a second fire pit?
Sure.
Andrew decides he's gonna make bed right in between
Mm.
the two shelters.
Right up here.
You want a fire pit up?
It rains and it just drips off into you.
He would probably roll into one of the shelters at that point.
Is that what you want?
Excellent. And then they have a fire going. Now we could see all the forest from beyond there. At least get
Should
some
we
eye
eat
out.
this goblin?
What?
Do we know what goblin are?
You two would probably know what goblins are, depending on what region of the world you're from.
Zacharias knows what goblins are, but the question is still the same.
The question is, are they better as they rot or as they're fresh?
We have fire, we can cook them.
How hungry are you?
Not very, but I don't have any food.
Excellent, then we shall eat the goblin.
Zacharias picks up the goblin corpse, slings it over his shoulder like a recently slaughtered doe, and carries it over.
So rules for poisoning.
Is it poison if you cook them?
What color is the goblin?
Green?
Are you eating the goblin?
Mm,
Oh my
His
gosh.
blood is also green?
Oh, his blood's green?
Okay, yeah, I'm out.
Andrew pulls out.
If
his
blood is
statue.
green, rewind that. Zacharias isn't that dumb.
Goblins and orcs both have green blood. You'd probably know that.
Oh, well then.
Wait, this is a goblin. Never mind. I'd have to be an idiot to eat a goblin.
Apparently,
Ander, do you have any food?
I forgot, but orcs also have blue
No.
saliva.
I'm gonna
As he
roll.
eats his rations.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight check to see if I believe him. That was not meant to be a disadvantage, but that's still a 6.
I also wish to roll insight.
You have to roll deception, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I will convince you I don't have food to share.
Ah!
The 8 beat a 6 and a 3. Good.
I didn't intend to succeed.
I even did that with disadvantage.
Zacharias nods knowingly and says, "That's fine. I suppose there are hard times for all of us." And he'll come over here and just kind of bend down on his hands and knees and start eating some grass.
Well, that can also give you a stomach ache.
Andrew
Yeah.
is giggling as he watches you do that.
He eats a mouthful and then swallows it painfully and then crawls into his bed.
Good.
Andrew hates these guys. He doesn't give a shit.
He's gonna hang a blanket
Little
over
more
here.
Alright,
Doesn't care.
there's his
Oh
blanket.
man. Andrew says, I guess I'll keep watch. So he's gonna keep watch.
Then
'Cause those
I'll take
goblins might
second
come
watch and be
back.
polite.
There's your log pile. Kind of looks like there's snow on it, but there's not.
Is it cocaine?
Yes.
Yay!
No.
I love cocaine.
So Ender keeps watch for a little while.
Can we roll hit dice also?
Yeah, the night passes uneventfully. You wake up in the morning.
Zacharias wakes up, crawls out. I need food.
Not a bad idea.
You'd also probably need to refill your water skins, because those water skins only hold 1 day's worth of water.
And I need water.
I have 2 of those. And there's a smart hobbit.
Glim, you
also-
don't even have a water skin, don't you?
No.
Have you been trying to drink from, like, the river?
It's been taking sips from other people's water and not looking. Never big gulps, just sips.
Andrew looks. Andrew
Sounds
looks
like it
at his
requires
water.
a sleight of hand check, actually.
A little smaller than it's supposed to be.
So you just grab a water skin from Ander. What does Ander do about that?
Andrew just looks at him. It's like, what the heck, bro? Why'd you take Bavana?
Not taking it, only merely borrowing.
If we're going to
Yeah.
survive, we're going to need to work together.
Exactly.
He just gives you the whole water skin.
I'll still share it with you.
But in the meantime, I'm hungry.
Rules-wise, Brody, you do have to drink 1 full water skin a day, or you'll
Snap.
start suffering from dehydration,
Well then.
Let's go get some water.
which I don't remember the rules for.
Water.
Survival time, let's do this. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Survival with advantage, since everyone's helping out, I would imagine.
Yes,
Mhm.
One
Each of us
person
roll?
gets to roll it.
Who has the best survival?
I have 3.
You do it.
The cartographer thinks he knows where he can find some clean water.
Oh!
I have survival at 3 too.
You rolled a
You're doing
5.
it.
So, rolling a 5, you don't really find anywhere that you would classify as clean water. You find a couple places, but you're pretty sure they were full of disease or other insect or some sort of insect or something.
Can't do that.
Andrew remembers he has a jug.
Also, Zacharias has 2 buckets.
We could boil the water.
Yes. I trust the river mostly.
Yeah, let's go to the river.
Alright, so you get buckets of water and you bring it back.
I'll
for-
find a nice curved branch to try to hold both the buckets of water on and just kind of hold them over my shoulder.
Sounds good. Yeah, you get some buckets of water, fill them up. They're pretty heavy. Nothing Zacharias couldn't handle.
He doesn't even break a sweat.
And you start bringing it back to the campfire. Do you have anything to actually boil water with?
I have a jug.
I would
I'm
imagine
assuming-
that's probably ceramic.
Yes, it's a
Have you-
ceramic
Have
jug.
you seen the thing where it's like if you have a container holding liquid, it doesn't burn through the container?
Like a wooden bucket would still catch fire.
No, actually, if you have a paper cup, you can boil eggs in a paper cup.
I've never seen that.
It is factual. I've done it before. It's really, really cool. But I'm assuming a metal bucket would be fine.
You have metal buckets?
I assumed they were metal when I bought them, at least.
All right. Sure, you can use this.
They're metal buckets.
Like I'm imagining like a milk bucket kind of thing. Milk tin. So yeah, we'll bring it over the water, and Zacharias will try to start a fire.
All right. You do so?
In the meantime, we also need food. You have a bow and you're good with it.
Ah, I knew I'd be the one. Alright.
And if you would like help, I'll go with you. Otherwise, I'll begin work on the wall. Fence thing.
You can work on the wall. I'll go hunt, I guess.
Oh, he rolled for the instant death trap. Oops.
Pitfall, no save.
Pitfall 100 feet, no save. You die. Oops.
He's gonna wander into the forest.
Yeah, you start wandering in the forest looking for some sort of game.
Yep.
Don't wander too far.
Give me a survival.
Survival.
Serious.
No, no fresh water sources, no food sources.
I wonder if I could eat this wood, Zacharias says.
I circled the tree and decided the bark should be edible if we boil it. So he brings the bark back.
Does there happen to be any sort of mushrooms growing on the bark?
All right, Google. Eating bark.
It's a thing.
I know some things is... What part of the bark, I guess?
Boil
The
it.
inner part.
The inner part, correct. All right. You can survive off of this for a little bit. This is not a constant source.
Yes.
This is not going to be something you can reliably do.
Of bark. Look, I found food.
Zacharias looks down. He was already considering eating this wood. Oh, he's had the same idea I did. Perfect.
Except this bark's good to eat.
What's wrong with
Puts
this
on the
wood?
ground, but he doesn't partake of it though. I mean, actually, if it saves him some rations, he will partake of the bark.
Yeah, for emergency situations, it's pretty smart.
Zacharias is going
Yep.
to start. He'll come over. Is it like? Are we boiling the bark?
Yes.
Okay. He'll put one. We'll have two different buckets. One of them's the water bucket. One of them's the boiling bark bucket.
If only we had some worms to go with it.
And he'll just take some soggy bark and put it in his mouth, and then just kind of suck on it while he continues trying to build a wall thing.
It's like jerky, except it's bark.
You're sucking on some of the raw bark?
No.
Boiled bark.
After it was boiled, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Man, running a survival thing was a lot different than I expected.
Can I try to make a freaking wall?
Yeah, you could try to make a friggin' wall. Give me something.
Glim, help me figure out how to make this wall.
Sure, all you have to do is this.
Glim, have you made a wall before? Or Zacharias, have you probably made a wall before?
I made the things.
I've lifted stuff before. I don't know. Have I? I might have been helper builder before.
Sorry.
I've seen a big wall before.
I'll roll a third time if you want.
I'll try to make a wall using just like brick pattern kind of thing. Just
So-
like
With
lay a
Zacharias
log.
and Glim working together, I would probably say that's an 18. You got the advantage.
cool.
You're able to start putting down spokes into the floor, and you get a sort of a base going.
Mm. So I'm putting down
Okay,
like
so-
vertical posts first.
I would imagine.
Okay.
And then you start
Okay,
stacking things
so-
against it, tying it together.
Could you put down some posts so we have some signs of progress? Just so it doesn't feel quite so lonely.
So Andrew decides bark itself is not enough, so he starts looking for some like dandelions and some insects.
Wow, very nice.
We'll say they're about that size.
Can I roll athletics to found some bigger ones?
No. Zacharias, you have control over the things.
Ah, sweet. Zacharias controls the wall parts with his mind.
You have that many for right now. Go ahead and place them as you will to build the wall. Ander, what were you saying? You were going to go what?
He's searching for dandelions and insects to You eat.
That's a survival. Or in nature, if you'd rather, because you're doing plants.
Nature or survival? Well, survival is a +3. Nature is a +2.
10, you can find some edible plants, not many.
Cool. There we go. That's enough for my meal, at least.
Are you making this weird shape?
No, I'm adjusting it. I was just seeing how much I have to work with.
Oh, okay. If you want to try and make it bigger, I can. You can spend more time on it and get more posts.
No, I don't think we need that much space.
Just get that out of the way for you.
I will do that, and then I'll use this extra post, put it right here so we could later attach a flag to it.
A flag.
I'll put it out here so we can attach a flag to it out there. I'll intend to have this part right here be a gate, but as of now, it is nothing but posts.
It's a very nice village.
This isn't a village. This is a.
Fortress?
He starts trying to think of words.
A shack?
No.
Ramshackle?
No.
What? And
This
just
is
like,
our
why don't we
encampment.
go? Why don't we try to find civilization?
No, we have civilization here, he says.
Of course we do.
We need
He
food
turns
first.
around. I'm all out of food looking for today. I can't do it no more.
You've got a few flowers that you're pretty sure are safe, and some bark.
He looks over at Glum. Are you good at finding food?
I could, but first, I'm gonna go over to Alder and smack him.
What was that for?
For reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is he inside the shelter?
Yeah.
I thought you didn't want the shelter.
You're using our shelter.
I didn't want to make a shelter, you fools.
Oh, get out of there! We're making a shelter.
Where are you gonna put another one?
We'll just kind of like put kind of like branches across the top of these two to make a third one in the middle here.
Alright.
If you're going to help here, you can at least go and finish the roof on top of the two.
There could be a wall, like right here as well.
Hmm.
So it's like a big building with 3 doors.
Yeah, it's like a sleeping bag tunnels.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, he's gonna go and collect some wood to put over the top.
I'm assuming
You're
You're
Zacharias.
doing wood?
He is going to build these.
I'm assuming Zacharias has done all the work
Additions.
that he can for today.
Alright, hold on. Say one more time. What additions are you putting? Walls along this side here?
Yeah, we're gonna start with walls.
I would say like
Right-
walls is
right in the
covering
middle
at least.
Okay.
Right here.
And then you're putting leaves, or are you putting wood on the top?
Well,
I
we
heard
need
both.
something.
Combination of
We need
both.
something to go across the.
I haven't. Okay, yeah. So
we
we're
can't
gonna
just-
have like
we can't
some
levitate
wood.
leaves over it.
like
Yeah, we have-
this, and then we'll stack leaves like
You're gonna stack
the
leaves
top.
over the top.
in a
Yeah.
layer.
Alright, so then I'll just grab.
Or- and,
the
like,
leaves
brain-
then.
Leafy branches.
Exactly.
Something like this.
I'm assuming
Yes.
Zacharias has done all the physical work he can do for the day, putting in all these big posts. Oh, how tall are each of these posts?
5 feet.
How tall do you want them to be?
I'm thinking like maybe 6 feet.
That's acceptable.
Cool.
Tall enough so it'll be hard for a goblin to climb over. And now Zacharias can go over to the wall and stand on his tippy toes and look out.
How
Alright.
tall are these lean-tos?
They're like crawl it. Well, Zacharias would have to crawl inside. You guys might be able to just crouch in.
Okay. Okay.
The center could probably be a little taller, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alder will be able to walk in.
Cool.
Well, what time is it now?
After all of this, probably about nighttime again.
All right.
We spent the day looking for bark, leaves, and putting posts in around our little hut.
Tomorrow we must go look for food.
Zacharias
Yes,
holds onto
like
his
real
stomach while
food.
staring into the
Bark
fire.
doesn't sustain very well.
My muscles are fading, he says.
They'll regenerate, don't worry. Just pats him on the back. Just gets a little bit harder each time.
He's gonna go into Glim's side, I guess. He doesn't care if they have a defined side. But I guess all over the campsite, he's just gonna have his garbage laying around. So there's like a ladder somewhere. Just
Good.
No, that's nice.
Cool
oh,
beat.
Pittins would work his nails, right?
Who's gonna keep watch?
Probably, but not super well because I think they're supposed to be really thick.
Keep watch.
Yeah, but you do need to be able to lodge them into rock. So
Glim, keep the first watch. You didn't do a whole lot today.
I volunteered first watch anyway.
Oh, you volunteered. Okay.
I'll take second.
Zacharias, you're taking off your armor every night, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because heavy armor, yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah, you go through the night. Bang. 69.
nice.
Alright, so during the night,
Something happens.
what did I roll? A 1? During Glim's watch.
Oh,
What is your passive perception? Or you're probably keeping a lookout. Go ahead and roll perception.
would be. Thank you.
Why are we rolling so badly?
8. They're not trying to be sneaky. Alright.
Somebody hates us.
They're not trying to be very sneaky, so you can still see them.
I'm gonna say Zacharias is probably like in the middle here because he is laying down.
Okay.
You know, I gotta say, guys, I'm liking the look of our little shelter here.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Nope, not at all.
Can I retcon this post right here?
What post?
The flagpole post.
Sure. Do you not have
It's-
access to it?
I just kind of want to scoot it over
Oh,
here.
yeah, you do have access to it. Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
Just making sure that's okay.
What did you do with this corpse? Is it still here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's still there. We didn't move it.
Guys, we should make effigies!
Oh my gosh, put his head on a stick.
Yeah,
And just
scare
let
the
it
other
sit- just
goblins
scare the other
away.
goblins away.
Yeah, let's pike that sucker.
We totally should. Zacharias should be totally fine with that.
Oh my gosh. If you convince Andrew that it makes sense, he'll probably agree.
Don't want to scare them off.
This is what happens when you don't have a paladin, guys.
Oh gosh. The rogues
The
won't do
barbarian
that one.
smash.
Everyone becomes monsters.
I'm a chaotic neutral, so I can do whatever
I
I
didn't
want.
ever figure out Zacharias's. I think he'd probably be true neutral.
Alright.
He would like to think he's lawful good, but I think he's true neutral.
Alright, Glenn. As you are keeping watch, you start to hear rustling in the bushes at the far side of the camp. To the south, where the corpse is. And you see
Oh,
from the tree line come 2 large orcs. Now these orcs are different than ones you would have seen before. Orcs that you would have seen before they're part of the order, the paladin order of light. Pretty much almost every single orc is. All the there's some more tribal orcs, but none of them are as big as these guys. These guys are large. They have tusks, pretty much, that like come out of their mouth. They have a sort of green fur. They're supposed to be green, not brown. I don't know why they're brown. Yeah, they have like a green fur.
How long does it take to put on heavy armor?
5 minutes.
Oh,
5 minutes to dawn, I think.
seems
That's why he
about
asked
right.
if you take it off at night.
I think it takes longer to take off. If that matters to you at all.
Nah.
Anyway, yeah, there's these two large orcs, and they just sort of walk out from the tree line.
Are they coming this way?
Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, it takes 10 minutes to put it on.
Great. Awesome. Glim, what are you doing?
Stalling for 10 minutes. If they're
You should-
aggressive looking.
I mean,
So
you
Wake
should
us
probably wake us up.
Yeah, are you waking somebody up, or are you just gonna sit there for 10 minutes?
No, I'm gonna wake them both up. Quietly.
Good.
I'm gonna get rid of their tint because they're hard to see, but they're green. Don't worry.
But I make them aware of the orc situation and just to be ready.
Alright, Andrew's gonna get a bow. His bow out. And get an arrow.
We'll get
These
friendly first.
orcs are also covered in paint and leaves, and have some bone jewelry.
You ready?
Great.
They're also wielding clubs. They don't have.
Oh, of course they're
sophisticated-
orcs. They also have poison blood. Dang it!
They have they're wielding clubs. No, they don't have any sort of sophisticated weapons. One
So
of them,
Zacharias awake crawls out.
yeah, one of them looks down at the goblin corpse, picks it up, and starts walking away.
Oh, guys,
I like
don't
how his
do
head
anything.
looks like he's actually holding it by the head.
I know that actually worked really perfectly.
Really good. Looks like he's about to execute him.
This guy sort of watches him go for a second, and then walks forward a little bit.
Zacharias stands, his muscles rippling.
Andrew's like, don't do anything. They
His
might-
sword and shield in his hand, he just stares at him.
What
The
languages
moonlight.
do you guys speak?
Not orcish.
I sure did. I just said common.
Common and halfling.
I can read Dwarvish, but I know Gnomish, and that's it.
Yep, so the orc points his club at you and says something.
Make a check to try to see what his intention is.
Sure.
It's his face
Right.
read.
Give me an insight.
No, I should do that.
I mean, any of us can do it.
Well, try to understand what he means by that.
As a gesture, I'll put my shield and my mace down on the ground and put my hands up, and then put them back down, but still maintain eye contact with the orc.
Yeah, from what he was yelling, you guys can, with the way he's waving his weapon, the tone of his voice, you can assume he's probably saying some sort of threat. In some form or fashion of a threat.
I'm gonna walk forward and I'm gonna scream something back at him. I'm gonna scream, "Go away, you filthy orc!" but with some more harsher language than that.
Are you yelling that?
I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
What language are you yelling that in?
Oh, I'm gonna yell it in halfling.
All right. You're gonna try in disadvantage.
No, I get advantage, sir.
So then regular.
I have anthropology.
Yep. So that's regular because you would have had disadvantage. They cancel each other out.
What is anthropology?
But
Does
what
that
if
help him know what
wait,
this
if I say it
deal
in
is?
common, do I not get that?
Say it one more time. If you say
I
no,
don't want him to understand what I'm saying. I just want him to be frightened by the tone of my voice.
yes, he's gonna be very scared of you. Go ahead and roll. Go and roll, without advantage, without disadvantage.
Okay. Intimidation.
Ah! He just kind of screams, ah! And then turns around and starts walking with his friend.
Well, that
Perhaps.
turned out well.
Perhaps we need more goblin corpses for them.
Perhaps he'll come back.
Perhaps.
Rats! They took our effigy! Zacharias says.
Andrew's like, what effigy?
I was thinking we could make an effigy from the goblin corpse to keep the other goblins away.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we use the heads, just put them on spears, and then we leave the bodies out for these orcs.
Yes, but the problem is we haven't
Oh,
the
yeah.
goblin body anymore.
We need some goblins to do
Let's
that.
not be looking for a fight then.
Anyway, I'm going back to bed. Charles back.
Good job.
Yeah,
Keep watch.
Andrew will take over the watch
Oh,
from here.
yeah, yes. Wake
Oh,
me up
then-
for the last one.
I'm gonna fall asleep.
Good. Nothing happens the rest of the night.
Cool beans.
Morning time. What's your guys' goal for today?
Let's get food!
Food.
All right, Zacharias,
I
you
have a
keep building
plan.
the wall.
Yes, you two go get
Okay.
food. I will build this wall.
Exactly my plan.
Quickly, before this happens, Glim, how do I build this wall?
Well, why don't I stay here and build the wall, and you two go hunt?
I look at Glim. Does it look like he could lift all the logs necessary to do so?
It probably doesn't look like it to you, no.
I will stay and build the wall. I'll figure it out.
I don't mind you that I
Fine,
built
I
everything
will
else around
Go
us.
alone. I just stalk off.
Need help finding food.
Alright, so survival with advantage
Yeah.
from one of you.
I'll
Wall
do
builder,
it.
give me an intelligence.
All right.
Okay, you do it.
No, you can't roll again. You've already rolled.
So,
18!
No.
You guys are able to find some elk and take them down.
Oh!
What?
Oh, I gotta roll this too, real quick.
School.
39. 39 and a 1. So you guys are walking through the forest before you find the elk. You come across a small sort of rock, some sort of small rock like built structure. Somebody did this intentionally. It's not very big, and it looks like it's almost in the shape of something, like a humanoid. And there's some sort of mortar or gluish type thing holding the rocks together.
I will investigate it.
Double 13s.
Sorry, I had advantage on.
Oh, you're fine. Just when you roll accidentally, I always take the left one. What was it again? 39? I lost where I was reading from.
It was like a stone structure.
I found it, yeah. So yeah, you investigate it and you find there are some sort of pictures or some other sort of symbol carved into the base. You can imagine that this probably has some sort of religious connotation or ritual.
I look at Glim and I'm like, I don't think we should mess with this. It's probably a bad idea. Let's keep going. Right, Glim?
Right.
Okay. Didn't know if you were still there. Alright.
Alright.
We keep going.
Yep. You find your elk, you kill one, and you're able to start carving off the meat parts. You're going to need another survival for that with advantage from one of you.
Kia.
You do it.
Nope.
11. You're able to get probably meals for this day and half the next one.
Cool. We have a lot of meat.
However, you're
I
not
have a
able
bunch
to
of sacks.
you're not able to salvage much of the hide. If
Can
if
they-
you're even gonna try and carry the hide back, because that'd be
Can they
heavy.
get the antlers?
Yeah, can I get the rack?
One more survival check to try and get antlers.
I'm sorry, did you want me to roll?
Oh, no, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I mean, like, we both have the same bonus, so, like... Yeah.
Something like this.
Oh, yeah, perfect. There'd be more wall-y, but that's good enough for visible purposes.
Yeah, probably maybe just put it on the front sort of thing like that,
Hmm.
and then stack them sort of like this, or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here's a bunch of them.
No.
Sweet.
Hold on.
Sweet.
I gotta give you control over it first, then I
Oh,
copy
yeah.
it.
Good idea.
Alright, do as you will. Any extras I'm gonna delete.
Okay.
22, yeah, you get the antlers just fine.
Wow.
Woo! Can we drag the rest of the body with us to feed to these orcs?
You can try. Go ahead and roll a strength check to drag.
If only I was there. Oh, never mind. I'm not needed.
Yeah. So Ender and
I
Glim
dreamed
are
about
fairly easily they have a little bit of a hard time sometimes navigating around a bush, but they're able to make it back no problem.
noise. We have an elk, which we could attempt to get more out of, I guess, because we have the body
Was
still.
the meat ruined by their fail? Like, was any meat they didn't get ruined, or can they try again?
They
can make bow
probably
and
could try
arrows.
again a little bit later.
I'm just making sure it's not like they didn't like fail so badly that they like destroyed the elk.
I only have horse corpses, so here you go.
I mean, elks are
Yeah.
basically just horned horses.
That's big.
It's actually probably gonna be yeah. There you go.
Makes sense. Man, we must be pretty strong to pull that.
Maybe not quite 12 feet long, but there you go. So you guys pull it. You see that there's now most of a wall. You guys took most of the day to hunt and drag it all back. So it's getting
Hooray.
dark. Zacharias is just finishing up the final touches.
Yeah, you see Zachariah. He's currently not wearing his armor. He's glistening with sweat, looking like a freaking swimsuit model.
You drag the elk probably in between the
Yeah,
here, or
we're
are you
gonna
gonna leave
cook
it out
this.
here?
We should leave it outside the wall, honestly.
What we should do is have one of us give it to them so they know it's from us on purpose.
Yeah, it's true. If they come back.
If they come back, we can just give it to them.
Exactly. But until then, I'm gonna try to get some bones and
Oh, that was pretty good,
extra
Caleb.
stuff
You only
out
made
of
one
us.
extra. That's real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say your one more time, Andrew. What you doing?
I'm gonna try to get some bones and some more meat out of it.
Ender flexes after finally finishing the wall, and then for the first time sees the elk and goes, "Food!"
So yeah, you start getting more of the meat off. Go ahead and roll another survival.
Woo!
You're able to get enough to do 2 days and a bit extra for a
Woo!
nice feast.
All right. You can replenish some of your strength now, Zachariah.
Yes. He looks at the meat hungrily.
I start cooking it.
He sits
But
down,
just
like with his
sticks,
hands on his
like-
knees,
like-
just
like-
looking
like
at it.
hot dogs. Like hot dogs. I'm gonna build like a little.
Oh,
wooden
I'm gonna assume that you've been
platform
gathering
to-
more water too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably have to do that about this point. 2 buckets.
Yeah, 2
Glim,
buckets.
or Zacharias. Okay, go get some more. 2 buckets of water. Come back, and we'll eat the meat.
I'd probably
Sure.
say every other day you probably have to get more water.
Every other day.
What was that
Yeah.
persuasion for? It was scarily bad.
Nice 3.
Hey,
Perfect.
Brody, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
No, I'm not cooking.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Alright, so yeah, you guys... you're getting more water.
How long do torches burn?
Long enough.
Alright, so while you're gathering water, you go to a point in the... a point to the river where you can get water. You're like an hour and a half out from the camp. Did you go alone?
I was gonna ask Glim to come because I don't. He's scared he's gonna get lost. He won't say that, but he's gonna say, "Glim, attend to me."
I will cook the meat.
So I assume Glenn goes?
Yes.
I'm gonna bring the same stick I found the other day to hold the buckets.
Yep. So you guys head to the source as Andrew stays home.
It's my brand new patented bucket holding stick.
You guys are walking before you get to the river, and you come across 2 of the large orcs. They look
Do
at
they-
you, and they start. They look at you, and one of them points his club and just. Oh God!
What is that?
What
I
was
hit the
that?
back button, and then I needed to go and clear the chat queue, so I just copied and pasted everything that was in the chat.
Okay.
I'm sorry that was disrupting.
No, you're good.
That's funny.
Zacharias looks up and goes, "Good to see you."
Okay.
I make a diplomacy to try to make my voice seem
Yeah,
friendly.
Perception with disadvantage.
Perception?
Sorry, persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay. He smiles
36.
charismatically.
16.
Yep.
They sort of look almost a little confused.
Zacharias just smiles at them in a friendly way.
Glim, what are you doing?
Being shocked at this. No items with me, but I look at them and make a gesture with my hands and say food and bite down as if like I'm eating something.
All right. So you're making the look like you're eating something.
Yes, so, like, to see if they even get that, and then I don't know
For
how to
that,
gesture
roll,
shearing.
Roll a persuasion.
Yes, persuaded me to let me eat you.
Without
Sorry.
advantage. You'd have a
Oh.
5.
Perfect.
So yeah, you start making the motion, and they again sort of look confused, but they raise their weapons a little bit.
Zacharias pats Glim and shakes his head and then looks at them and does like a similar thing, but makes it more clear that he's trying to eat a thing, and kind of like gestures back towards where their camp is.
Okay, make a persuasion.
Yes.
They start shaking their weapons at you again, shouting, "Rabudu, rabudu!"
Zacharias shrugs and just kind of starts walking in a way to go around them.
As you're walking around them,
So long as they don't appear to be going like more hostile as I do so.
they also seem to sort of be walking around, around in a way to keep you between, to keep themselves between something behind them, is kind of what it seems.
Oh. Well, Zacharias won't press it. He's just gonna go get some water.
Glim just goes with him.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll check what that is later, right? He whispers.
Yes.
Yeah. So you make your way to the river, fish some water. It wasn't too far away from where you were. You make your way back to where you'd found the orcs, and you find they're no longer there.
Zacharias is gonna go see if he can find what they were cramping around.
Yeah. You go and you look and you see there's nothing. There's just a bush.
I look
You
in
wanna-
the bush.
You want to investigate?
Yeah, I'll investigate this bush.
Hmm.
Should we roll investigation?
Yeah.
Well,
You don't find much.
I found a blister on my finger. I hold up my thumb. He has a big thorn poking out of his thumb.
You go to hold up your thumb and you knock over one of your buckets of water.
I'll be right back. He goes back to the river.
Look, he goes back with them.
All right.
He doesn't want to wait.
Ander is wondering what's taking them so long.
And we'll come back to the camp.
All right. Yeah. You make your way back to the camp. Andrew's there. He's finished cooking some food.
Hooray! Let's see. I'm
Zacharias digs
sorta
in with
glad to
gusto.
say hooray. Like he's very slowly learning to trust these guys, but he still doesn't like them.
To everyone, it's clear that Zacharias is a big meathead.
Yeah.
He's trustworthy, though. It's clear that, like, especially how he nearly drowned himself to help save a friend that he had barely known.
You would have seen each other on the boat, but yeah.
That's true, but like he wouldn't have talked to them. He doesn't. He just kind of. He doesn't really go out of his way to talk to people very much.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
He mostly goes out of his way to monologue to people.
Okay, so we enjoy our food. The rest of this meat is gonna be bad by morning, though. Unless we cook it or dry it.
It's very true.
Hmm.
So either we eat all of it tonight.
Which you have
Look.
2 days worth of food.
Yeah, I was gonna say looks at 2 days worth. I say we cook it.
I guess it's another 1 day's worth of food now. You like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
But that's still a lot to eat in one meal.
I say we cook it for now and then eat it tomorrow.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Alright.
Okay, so we
Mhm.
finished cooking the rest of the food.
I'm assuming we got our hit dice back, right?
You did another like long rest before without fighting, so yeah.
Just making sure.
Oh, okay, good. I thought it was me. I was like, oh crap.
Oh, I thought that was when the really got this one.
Yeah. So what are you guys up to? Oh,
Well, I mean,
Oh.
are these walls 6 high all around?
yes, more or less.
How sturdy are they? If I go run into it and push it over, will it fall over?
I'm assuming that I've used my 50 feet of rope. I'll even get rid of it, like, out of my inventory to assume that I've
Oh,
tightened
yeah.
it to the posts.
Yeah, that's probably how you did it. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us a strength check. How hard are you trying?
I just want to go like up to it and like push it slightly and see if it'll fall over.
Oh yeah, so don't even worry about a strength check. You just push on it and it's fine.
Zacharias
cool.
grins proudly.
Alright, I guess it's okay for now. We'll have to shore it up with some mud later, but it should be good for now.
In the future, we may need to have a door put up.
Okay.
A door. For like
All
the
right,
gate.
gate. Yes.
We'll also need like a tower or something to go to. So
Maybe a drawbridge.
like I can't see over it right now.
That's very true.
It's a pretty tall wall.
He comes over and he tries to pick up Ander.
Oh no! I can't.
Now you can see over it.
No, you don't pick me up, sir.
Oh, sorry. I was solving your problem.
No, it's okay. Why don't you just go to bed and let the old man take the watch?
Sounds good. He goes in and lays down. He sounds super mature for being a freaking 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
He looks like he's definitely like trying to sound good, like old and stuff.
Wait, how old is Glenn?
250.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's a big old fogey. Wait, how old's Ander?
He's only 34.
Well, we have like a
Technically,
perfect
how many years? He's about the same age.
as
A
who?
little bit older.
No,
I guess.
halflings live 1.5 times longer than humans,
Okay.
but they mature about the same rate until they're 20.
Okay, so yeah, never mind. I'm yeah.
So you're
We have
probably
like
you're probably like 25 or something.
We have a perfect age like Verizon wireless bar.
Boo-doo-boo.
Yeah, gnomes live to be like 300 or something like that. So Glim is actually really old.
All right, old man. Do you want to take the watch or me?
Don't call me old.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll take the watch then.
I'll be taking the first watch.
Oh, sorry.
As you guys are talking about watches,
Reverse psychology, bro.
you hear more breaking of branches this time instead of like moving through underbrush.
Uh-oh.
Zacharias, halfway through taking off his armor, starts putting it back on.
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna grab my bow and sword, and I'm gonna investigate.
You're gonna ready my mace.
That doesn't look
boy.
good.
You see walking up to you an orc and a very large bugbear.
Zacharias emerges, looks
Um,
at them.
yes, this bugbear towers over your wall, by the way.
Yay.
Zacharias looks at him, approaches, gets down on his knees, and gestures to the dead elk and points at them and says, "For you!" Can I attempt to check to like show that this is for them?
Give me a advantage persuasion.
Ooh. Eh.
12. They look at each other and look back at you. They're not saying anything or they're not moving.
I kind of nudge the elk carcass a little closer to them, and once again point at them, and decide not to do the eating the meat gesture again. But I try to do like a gesture to self, then gesture to them, like I'm giving to you kind of thing.
Yeah, Andrew will help out as well.
All right. One more advantage persuasion from one of you.
I'll do it.
Hold
What's your persuasion?
That's only 2. You do it.
I'm -1.
You can stay back. It's all right.
That feel when the fighter's the persuasive one.
They start approaching, but their weapons are to their sides. They're not raised.
Yeah, my weapon's also to the side.
They are very
Yeah.
hesitant.
Zacharias
back
kind of
away.
puts his hand. Yeah, he kind of like backs off, and then once continues doing like the from us to you gesture.
They approach it. The orc sort of gets down and starts like almost looking it over.
Zacharias just kind of nods,
Well,
like
the-
he's.
The
Waiting
bugbear
for a
just
review.
stares you
Yeah.
down.
Zacharias looks at the bugbear and smiles his dumb smile.
The bugbear
His-
doesn't seem impressed.
Yeah, he doesn't expect it to, but he's just happy about this.
the orc will look up at the bugbear. Bugbear returns his stare, and the orc nods at him. The bugbear reaches down and picks it up, looks back to you guys, almost as
Zacharias
if like, "Are you okay with this?" sort of a thing.
Yeah. Zacharias once again does from us to you and then a nod.
So then the bugbear starts walking away. The orc slowly backing up, making sure he's just watching you. And then
Zacharias, as they leave, Zacharias does a big wave.
the orc will just turn around and walk with his companion. And they leave.
Guys, we're going to need more carcasses.
Yeah, we're going hunting again tomorrow.
And let's hope we can survive.
That guy was big. I like him. He'll make a wonderful ally, Zacharias says, thinking that they're already allied.
Oh my gosh. Andrew looks at him, he's like, this is just the beginning.
Indeed, the beginning of a long friendship.
We're all gonna die.
I mean, Jackson was supposed to be here. There was supposed to be a fourth. I feel a lot more confident about doing things if Jackson was here.
Yeah, me too.
You guys are doing a lot more diplomacy
Yeah.
true. I mean,
for not
Don't
having
fight.
anybody who's actually like a diplomatic person.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason why Zacharias has such good charisma is that he's so self-confident, it makes other people feel better about themselves. So it's just kind of like it makes people feel important, and that's kind of what he's trying to give these orcs. Like, yes, we're giving you sacrifices. We're trying to be friends. He's also a very pretty man, so that helps too.
All right, so you guys go another night. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
In the morning. In the morning again, somebody's cooking breakfast or something.
Guess I'll do it.
Zacharias has put his armor on.
You hear the usual, or not the usual, but you hear the cracking of the underbrush and the snap of tree branches
Uh-oh.
Coming from the same place.
coming from the same direction.
Bugbear's
Um,
back.
Zacharias emerges. He has his sword and shield this time, but he's not raising them or anything. They're like he's holstered.
Do I have any different looking? I guess this guy.
Whoa.
These two are accompanied by another orc. However, this orc looks like he's wearing some sort of actual garb and even has a headdress.
Ooh.
His paint is also a lot more intense.
Dang, they brought the chief.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And he starts approaching. They
Zach,
As they approach, they look to you. What are you guys doing?
Zacharias' arms are to the side, his shield in his back, his sword in the sheath, and he's smiling at them.
Correct. I have nothing equipped on me.
I have my bow, but it's on my back, and my sword is sheathed.
Okay. They're holding their clubs. However, this one here is actually wielding a primitive looking sword, like it's stone, like lashed to wood, a wooden handle,
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
and it looks like it was sharpened in some form or fashion.
cool.
They bend over and they put all of their weapons on the ground, and then they sit down.
Zacharias, his smile getting bigger, he takes his sword out and his shield, puts them on the ground as well, and sits down in a similar fashion.
Okay, he'll do the
Follow.
same.
All right.
He kind of moves to be in the same place the chief is at because he feel like he wants to be important.
And Greg is like,
They got shortened.
All right. Zacharias is taking the lead on this, obviously.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna need a couple persuasion rolls with advantage.
All right, cool.
I like
Oh
lean
my
over and
gosh,
advise you.
perfectly average. I was gonna say, if you rolled 2 10s as well, I think it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah. So you guys are sitting there, and they start pointing to themselves, making different words. What you guys figure out is supposed to be their names.
Oh,
I imagine you
and
probably
we'll
do the same or
introduce
something similar.
ourselves as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does everyone do this?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I do the same.
Okay.
We do a whole me, Zacharias, you, Jane kind of situation.
Yeah.
Zachariah. I love it. It's a good name.
I love this character.
Yeah. Then he starts making some gestures that you can interpret mean like you kill very bad.
Okay.
Zacharias will try to convey a say that again. like a I'm not sure I understand kind of thing.
One more persuasion with advantage, please.
Cool.
Jeez.
I have not rolled above a freaking 7 on any of these.
I also need an insight to actually know what these guys are saying. I should have known that.
That's
I mean, you guys are helping each other out. That's fine.
Okay.
Whoever has the highest in the future can roll the insight in the future.
Oh my
in the
gosh.
future.
I'm sorry.
So you're not really, or I guess with 18 versus 9, still fine. He's saying something about how you killed small member of tribe.
Oh.
Oh. I'm gonna try to convey to him saying he attacked us first, and we were defending ourselves, kind of thing, and try to say like it won't happen again.
Okay.
So long as they don't attack me. Should I roll another persuasion?
Give me another persuasion with advantage.
That's when you don't want to fail.
14.
That's pretty good.
14 works. The chief nods. He starts to convey that he appreciated your gift.
Zacharias nods in a friendly way. Aw, they were coming to collect their dead ally. Oh no! That's why they took the
head on a
goblin.
stick.
It's
Well,
so
we're gonna
bad.
pike him.
Happened?
Guys, that would have been so bad if the goblin didn't get taken away.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't pike him. That would have been a lot. This would have been a much different story.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh. Zacharias will be very friendly and we still have some cooked meat, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you would. You have some for the whole day plus a little extra.
Zachariah will hold up kind of like a 1 second kind of thing, and he'll come go in and just come out with like not like full servings, but just like some slabs.
Some
of
for
meat.
everybody.
Just kind of like pass them out to like everybody, kind of separating 3 meals a day to kind of be like 1 meal for everybody kind of thing, and we'll just kind of have a breakfast with them.
Yeah, they'll look at it, they sniff it, and then they'll start eating it.
Yeah, and Zacharias will follow suit.
And eat.
Everyone eats.
Zacharias remembers reading this in the story about explorers. He saw a picture of a commander doing the same thing, and now he likes doing it too.
The war
Oh
chief,
my gosh.
the war chief alone will stand,
Zacharias will stand as well.
and he holds out his hand.
Zacharias holds out his hand too.
And then
And
the bonds of friendship have been formed.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm so happy with this.
Yes!
The,
I'm not gonna die.
My love for this campaign just multiplied by like 3.
the bugbear and the other orc will stand up now. They pick up their weapons, and they back up a little bit. The war chief, looking into Zacharias' eyes a little longer, nods and lets go of his hand.
Zacharias does the same and lets go as well.
Uh,
And he'll give another smile and a wave, if assuming they depart.
Yep, they pick up their weapon, and as you wave, this time the orc will sort of be like, and sort of kind of wave back,
Yes, we're teaching them lingo.
and then they turn to depart.
Zacharias nods a friendly way after he does that, like, yes, you did it. And then
Andrew lets out a long sigh.
Zacharias lets out a,
Phew.
we're a colony now. It's official.
It's official.
We have allies.
I guess I'll name my own house now.
He comes over and picks up his shield. We need a insignia. We need a symbol. He runs over and grabs his blanket. We need a flag.
You're crazy. Don't do it. You need to use that to sleep.
He's like
nods.
really intense about it. He's just like really
You're right.
focused, and he's like, really need
No, you're right.
his blanket.
I
It's
do
all
need.
sweaty.
I do need the blanket to sleep.
All right, let's make this wooden shanty into like a real house.
Yeah, I guess that's our next effort. Let's see. Right now, what we could do is since this is kind of like jungle flooring, right?
Sort of. Well, it's a clearing, so it's probably a little like grassland.
Okay, but still
Yeah.
not like the most comfortable thing.
For sure.
I'm thinking what we do is we clear off the leaves here and then make this our floor. So we build a wall around here and then a roof, and then we have a raised floor here.
It's a good idea.
It'll probably take like at least like a few days to complete that, but I think that's what we should
mean-
work on next.
Yeah, I mean, like with a few people working on it, it shouldn't take too long. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we even have some nice not underground, but under like lower storage space down here for where our old rooms used to be.
What time of year are we right now?
From when you
Like, is
left,
this place ever gonna get cold?
you left. I'm just
Like a winter type situation is what I'm asking about.
It wouldn't have been winter for sure. It's early fall. Thank you, campers, so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. If you want to see more, head to our channel, see some of our other stuff. And until next time, we'll see you around the campfire right here. Bloop. See you, campers.
Hey,
Goodbye.
don't eat the bark.
Thanks for watching.